Hey guys, welcome to the first question that we have in this module. So typically this is one question which is asked in almost every interview. Is just that there might be a little difference in the flavor of how it is being asked, but typically you are asked this question, tell me about yourself. Or some people will say, tell me more about yourself. Some people will say, I didn't get chance to go through your resume, why don't you quickly walk me through your background. It's a fairly simple question, yet at times, when we are unprepared, we stumble to answer it correctly. And later on, what happens once you have gone through the interview, you keep on wondering whether I responded to that question in the right manner or not. I could have said that, I could have said this, etc., etc. And typically how what people do is, people, when they are asked, tell me about yourself, they start talking the verbatim of their resume, or they get into too much of the details of their professional and personal history. This question is actually not about that. See, if you are being asked, tell me about yourself, this is a great opportunity, this is a super opportunity to give a powerful sales pitch over here, which is very crisp, which is beautifully articulated. And trust me guys, if you give a powerful sales pitch on this question in itself can change the entire course of your overall interview. See, basically what you have to address in this question is, through this sales pitch, that why you are a right fit for the job. So it has to have a perfect blend of your current, absolutely current, powerful accomplishments and achievements. How has been your journey over the last few years in reaching these achievements? What are the goals that you have for your life, and how do these goals align with the company's goal or the job profile goal that you are applying for? So yes, you need to do a little bit of homework to answer this question, just to ensure that you have a good background of the organization, you understand how fast, how slow the organization is growing, what milestone they want to achieve, so that when you talk about your goals, you can easily align them with organization goals. And you got to be really, really passionate when it comes to answering this question, because first impression matters a lot. So do prepare for this question, do practice and rehearse this question in advance. You don't have to create a verbatim of it, but a few pointers if you prepare, on which you can elaborate during the discussion. This question can actually change everything about your interview. It's a really great opportunity, one, to give your sales pitch, and second, this also gives confidence to the interviewer that yes, when it comes to communication, you have a very effective communication, you have a very clear communication, and they understand. Then it becomes a lot of emotional connect. So just to give you a background, while you may be able to better phrase it, but had I been at your place, if somebody asked me, tell me about yourself, this could be one of my typical answer, that okay, my name is Mohit, I have been leading sales for last 15 years, and during these 15 years I have worked with various large multinational corporations, which gave me exposure to work both in domestic and international market, to work on fairly large projects. At the same time, out of these 15 years, 7 years I have worked with startups, which gave me exposure on how to build an organization literally from scratch, when you have 3-4 people in organization, and building it to around 400-500 people in a short span of 2 to 3 years. So that gave me a lot of exposure. In my current role, I work more as a sales mentor, wherein I am coaching and supporting a large sales team of around 150 professionals to help them achieve an aggressive target of 100 cr. And this is something really exciting about my profile, because over the last 2 years, from the time I have been working with this organization, every year we have doubled our revenue. So I think this is something that really excites me. And in fact, in the current job, in this job, why I applied for this job was, while I was going through your website, and I was going through the documents which your HR shared with me, I realized that you as an organization has also grown very rapidly. You have become very large, but at the same time you still have that zeal, that hunger to work as a startup, and you have very very ambitious targets. So that is something that made me excited about this profile, and that's why I'm here. So that's a very, in a very nutshell, my quick background. I'll be happy to address if you have any specific questions related to any of my experiences. So guys, this is how you answer this question. You have got the opportunity to tell about yourself, tell what is the most powerful thing about yourself, right? So I will see you in the next question. Thank you so much for your time. Super excited.